Alright, GoldFX trader here. Just thought I'd give you a little bit of market recap, of the start of today to the time we're at now, which is just 2 hours before the close. So I'm looking at pound Aussie. This is a pair that I've been kind of looking at on the side, and it's a good one. I know everybody out there want quick money, fast money. Volatility is great. So how do you manage that? How do you control that? How do you go about this whole volatility? So the way I like to look at it is just day by day. Let's say we're scalping 5 minute, right? Let's fast money, pip and run or in and out, however you want to say it, however you want to go about it. We're just about that fast money. Like you tap it and go, and you guys can. Yeah, we don't want to go there. So let's get it. Okay. Apologize if my mic is a little loud. Kind of hyped up for this episode here and ready to share my knowledge with you guys, and hope you guys enjoy the content. And again, if you like it, please do me a favor and subscribe and comment and like the video. It's gonna do me tons, and you know what, the more you guys do this, the more I will come out content, even to the point where I maybe come live. I'm not about selling courses, so not maybe if that is needed, I can do that. But there's plenty of people selling courses. I don't need to compete with them. I'm just sharing you my knowledge here and just kind of let's get at it. So here's my 2 cents of how I would approach it and how I would trade it. And if you guys have any questions, comments, but just go ahead and comment below, and feel free to I'll do my best to reply. I haven't been responding, but I'm planning sometime this weekend to just go through all my comments for all my videos and to kind of reply back and kind of create that communication to transparency here. So enough with that intro. Let's go ahead and get started to the real deal here. So what am I seeing initially? Okay, so we're seeing at the open. Let's mark the open. Okay, this is the open. Price is kind of going to the upside, getting spiked to the upside, creating higher highs, right? So with that break and a confirmation, you could be like, okay, maybe I could take a trade to the upside. Nope. Now we're coming back down. So okay, we're looking at the zone here. Okay, trying to make this fast. Trying not to take it too long. Okay, just seeing how price is just consolidating to the dot. So some things to look at. I'm gonna zoom even more and see what we can do. We do see that we're creating this trend line and just broke that trend line. So what you can do with that break, and it's engulfing break, is to actually place an entry here and put your stops here. And especially when you go in smaller time frame and you have a good broker, like let's say you're doing an ECN broker, really tight spreads, you can really size up here and target just to the open some really nice money, but your risk is real low, but your ratio is 2 to 1. So that's kind of some things you can look at. Obviously it's gonna be moving fast, so you got to think quick, and you got to be able to know how to identify an MT4. It's a better platform to kind of show that, but maybe one of these days when I feel comfortable, I can go jump on that to show you guys how I approach that in an MT4 standpoint. But here we're just kind of speculating here. Okay, so we are already in profit here because we saw that the price set a high, but it broke that trend line on the lower time frame, right? Okay, so what is that telling us? Okay, so now it's creating its own kind of falling, price is falling, right? Creating lower lows, and we want it to try to go test the open. See what price does. Does it reverse against us? Now it's slowly coming up. Okay, still coming. Okay, so what I'm seeing still is that this hasn't broken the high yet, so I'm still gonna approach that. I mean, you can take profit here. You could say, okay, you broke this high, trade up, but no, let's just try to keep it simple here. So let's keep going. I know a scalp should be a little bit, so I like to scalp slash swing. So this is how I would trade in a lower time frame. So we're going, There we go. Bam. And I think it would have hit the profit. So there you go. That's how you would trade it, and you'll make 2 to 1 already. Let's say you put 10 lots on it, right? You risk 2,000, you just made yourself 4,000. Just a little bit how you can look at a smaller time frame if you're trying to day trade, right? But if you're really trying to scalp, we could even get to the point where we're looking at the 1 minute, and let's just look at the 1 minute here. And we may want to actually kind of open up the chart here and drag. So what did I see here? A couple things to look at, keep in mind, okay? Keep in mind the high. Keep in mind the nearest pullback to test that high. Fail, right? We got a railroad tracks to the downside. Got a head and shoulders right here. Got a clear break of this level. And that's when the momentum power came in, right? And hit our zone. Back to the close. And what would it do when it hit back to the, sorry, I keep saying close, to the open. And what did it do when it hit the open? And now it's retracing back up. But you're already in the money, right? Some things you can look at. Use your trend lines to your advantage. Excuse me. As price is setting highs, right? Once it broke that and it consolidated, right? It tried to retest. So what did it do? It came down, pull back, retest, fail. Sellers got back in, you know, fill those orders. Whoever had ordered to the upside, they got dropped. Or they sold, right? Let's say, for example, they're out of the money right now. They're like, oh shoot, I really thought that it was gonna drop down here. Oh no, it pulled back. Okay, let me sell. And that's when the momentum came back in, and then there we go. And we got it again. We got to retest and fail, right? We're creating higher lows now. Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, right? We're looking, being mindful that we are looking at this in a 1 minute time zone. We're not swing trading. We're not, looking at a 4 hour too. Yeah, I would say 4 hour to daily, right? So it's going to be a lot faster. Still the same concept. You're still looking at candles, still kind of saying the same thing, but you are following the price, right? If it's setting higher highs, higher lows, you're just going to go, okay, higher highs, right? For example, like this, the uptick, right? So what you would do is when it broke this high, you'll wait for a retest and clear break in that candle. You would place a trade here, right? And your stop loss would be down here. And you'll keep going, trail your stop, trail your stop, trail your stop. You'll be stopped out right here. But that's just how you would trade it, just a price action, right? Looking at momentum breaks, using your trend lines. This is no indicator at all, and then managing your trades accordingly, and making sure you just, you're gonna be on a screen for sure. Don't keep you can take your eyes away from it, but you have your stops, so you'll be okay. But with day trading on the lower time frames, I would really advise your eyes be fixed on it for the whole time, for the most part of it, because anything can happen. The news will come out. Be mindful of news. Trump could be tweeting something that could just whipsaw the market, and there you go. So let's just for talking sakes, let's go ahead and look at here and see what price does. All right, sorry about that. I had to pause quickly, so you might get a skip on your video when you're watching this. So let's keep going, see what price does. We're already out, but we're just trying to see what price does, right? And watch here. Okay. So what I see initially, if you're interested in my take, right? Let's say, okay, that's the low. I would just note that, and then I would note. Let's go to horizontal, right? Here again, the open, right? Broke the open. I'll place a trade there. Stop loss there. Go here, and that's my target, right? So let's say this trade is already out. We already made 2 to 1. Now this is the other trade we have here. Briefly, I don't want to make this video too long. So if you're still with me, you guys are y'all dope. All right, let's keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. keep going, keep going, going, going. There you go. We were stopped out. So we lost some money there, but just kind of how you'll go about it, looking at it, and how I will manage that is, obviously you were in profit up here. You could have just, trail your stops. When it got to this point, you could look at, okay, prices, look. Basically, when it got here, it just whipsaw back down. Price creating lower lows. What can you do in that standpoint? And again, you're constantly. This is why I say that I really recommend you just to continue to be by the screen. So consolidation here, broke down, retest, broke again down here. You could have placed a trade right here and set your stop to this pullback and watch it go. Let's watch it go again. Go again. Keep going. And we wouldn't stop out again. So, but those are just kind of some things that you're looking at, and just a way to look to back test, right? And these kind of pairs and whatnot, and say you want to scalp, and how you go about it, how you protect yourself. So maybe when you're in profit, you could just possibly set a tighter stop loss. You don't have to make your stop loss to be that big, because this is a lower time frame. If you're sizing it appropriately, it can be either or. So, and be mindful that a lot of trades on here could technically be a setup for a swing trade. So if you like this type of content, like, subscribe, comment below, and let's get it.